Hey students, so the next topic is magma and igneous rock. Magma is a mixture of melted rock, gas, and crystals that forms below Earth's surface. Magma forms through melting, which turns solid rocks into molten or liquid rock. This process often happens when rock is buried deep down Earth's surface where the temperature is high enough to melt the rock. Okay, so basically, we are talking about that magma is a hot liquid mix of melted rock, gases, and crystals. And where it lives, it always stays underground, like below Earth's surface. Okay, and how it forms, like when solid rocks get buried very deep, the intense heat melts them down into a liquid. Okay, so magma may rise to Earth's surface through volcanoes or cracks in the crust. Magma that reaches the Earth's surface is called lava. So basically, we are talking about that the only difference between the two is location. Like magma is, you can say that melted rock that is still underground, whereas lava, melted rock that breaks through the surface through volcanoes or cracks in the ground. Okay? So basically, the only difference between these two is their location. Okay, so magma and lava cool and harden into solid rock through a process called crystallization. Rock that forms when magma or lava crystallize is igneous rock. So basically, they're talking about it how igneous rock is made. Like first, we will discuss the process. Like when magma or lava cools down, it gets hard again. This hardening process is called crystallization, and the result is that the solid rock created from this cooling is called igneous rock. Okay? Okay, moving on to the next rock type, which is metamorphic rock. So, this slide basically explains how rocks transform without actually melting. Okay, so metamorphic rocks. Okay, rock that is buried below Earth's surface experiences intense temperature and pressure. If the temperature is not high enough to melt the rock can go through a process called metamorphism. So basically, we are talking about it how they are made. Metamorphic rocks are created through extreme stress. Like when rocks are buried deep underground, they got squeezed and heated up by the two main forces. Okay? Like the first one is, you can say, intense heat, and the second one is intense pressure. During metamorphism, temperature and pressure cause some minerals in the rocks to break down and other minerals to form. Rock that forms through metamorphism is called metamorphic rock. So basically, we were talking about that intense heat or intense pressure. Intense heat is what you can say that it gets very hot, but not hot enough to melt the rock into liquid. Whereas intense pressure is, you can say that the weight of everything above pushes down on the rock. Okay, so the change is that, think of this like baking a cake. You take ingredients like old rocks, you can say, add heat and pressure, and they change into something totally new. Like you can say that old minerals inside the rock break down, new minerals from in their place, and this transformation process is called metamorphism. Okay, and the final product, you can say that the any rock that has been changed by this heat and pressure is called a metamorphic rock. Okay, so the key difference which you will remember that the igneous rock, you can say that the rock melts completely and then freeze. Okay, whereas metamorphic rock, like rock stays solid but recycles its minerals into new ones because of heat and pressure. Okay, so the next one is sediment and sedimentary rock. Okay, sediment is a collection of loose materials such as pebbles, sand, and mud. Sediment forms through weathering and erosion. Weathering occurs when rock on Earth's surface is broken into smaller pieces, forming loose material. Erosion occurs as these pieces are carried away by running water, wind, or ice. Okay, so basically, first we will discuss what is sediment actually. Like sediment is just a fancy word for loose leftovers. Like it is a mixture of pebbles and sand, mud and dirt, bits of shell and plants. Okay? So, how sediment is made? Like it takes two steps to get these loose pieces. Okay? So, which we will discuss in the detail, like weathering and erosion. So, weathering is what you can say that the rocks on the surface get broken into tiny pieces like a hammer hitting a stone. Okay, and erosion is something you can say that the wind, water or ice carry those tiny pieces away to a new spot. Okay. So the next point is sediment turns into rock through a series of processes. First, during sedimentation, layers of sediment build up in an area. Over time, the sediment in the bottom layers is compacted or pressed together by the weight of the layers above. Sometimes liquid can be trapped between these grains of sediment. Over time, the grains of sediment may be cemented together by minerals that form from the liquid. This creates solid rocks. Rock that forms as a result of sedimentation is sedimentary rock. So basically, they are talking about how it becomes rock. Like we have three steps in this. Sediment does not just stay as loose sand, it eventually glues itself together. Okay, so the first process is sedimentation, like layers of sand and mud pile up on the top of each other. Okay, so the next step is compaction, like the heavy weight of the top layers squishes the bottom layers down tight. Okay, and then minerals acting like natural glue fill the gaps between the grains, locking them into solid rocks. Okay, so you can say that if you see a rock with visible layers or even fossils inside, it's almost certainly a sedimentary rock.